Hello, my name is Hunter. I'll be walking you through the process I went through to design my app, Vela, Weather for Water. The premise is that people who spend all their time on bodies of water need very specialized weather information and presented in an easy to use and easy to understand way. I was the sole designer on this project. The first step in any project is the market research to understand the market you're getting into, identify your main competitors, identify opportunities where they might not be meeting the needs of their users. For this, I looked at two very popular apps, the Weather Channel app and the windy.com app. As you can see, the Weather Channel app has tons of clickbait videos and advertisements in the way of their information, and the windy.com app has great information crammed into a display too small to use. So there's a couple of opportunities right there. Quick analysis of the navigation bar on the Weather Channel. It's very hard to tell what's highlighted here. Once I get a lay of the land of the market research, I move on to user research, which is very important in the UX design process to identify your users' needs, empathize with them, and serve them better. I found 3 users that I interviewed and got a ton of information from those interviews that I recorded. I wrote down important quotes and facts on sticky notes that I could organize them into different affinity maps, identifying different common themes. From user research like that, I was able to create user personas, as you can see here. Just representing each persona just represents a large group of my user base, so that I can kind of refer to that during the design process, keep them in mind. My big takeaway from the user research was that everyone I interviewed really wants to be able to compare forecast details from multiple locations to decide where to go. So I made that a focus of the home screen. From there, I can start creating user stories and associated user flows, which will really inform how the user is going to interact with the product, what they need from it, what kind of specifically what screens, what kind of decisions are they going to be making, how are they going to interact with it. After that is my favorite part, just brainstorming possible design solutions. As you can see here, full page, I just like to iterate over and over again on the same. Here is different home screen ideas, and the more I draw it, the more refined it gets. Here I'm talking about the iterative nature of UX design, very important to the entire process. As soon as you get something, you can test it in front of real users, and then revise it based on that feedback, and then test it and revise it and test it and revise it. I got a lot of good information from my first round of usability tests. I had 6 usability tests, 5 in person, 1 remote. Created the rainbow spreadsheet you see here with got the users in the middle, and then it logs the errors. You can see who made what error. From that, I was able to identify the 3 biggest errors and propose solutions. The first one was just the magnifying glass. People were not finding the magnifying glass when asked to search, so I cleaned up the menu inspired by material design, added some labels to the icons. Here's an example of the home screen where it was too cluttered, people were confused. Once again, I added labels to the icons. That helped a lot, but also got rid of some of the icons, freed up some space so it's not so congested. Similar to the graph, it was just confusing people more than it was helping them, so I streamlined it. At the same time, I did some informal polls to figure out which people preferred the solid color design or the full color photo design background. People really preferred the full color photo background. Here you can see just a quick evolution of the wireframing process, low, mid, and the pleasing high fidelity wireframe on the right. From there, I'm very pleased with how the presentation and the look of the app is, and most importantly, that it functions and meets the criteria set forth in the original design brief. I think it's more than a minimum viable product. I think it speaks for itself. Anyway, thank you very much.